Welcome back. So, last time we were kind of stuck. But at least Sherlock is wearing a fez.
Yes, he doesn't seem to agree that we were stuck though. No, it's not the truth. I am a perfect deducer. We didn't understand what to do, and we tried to walk around, and we found the answer. It's not in here. So that's correct. Yeah. There is nothing more in here. We were very close to the answer, but you see, what we didn't see was everything. So we were suspicious of her, but the thing is, we can talk to her.
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
We're supposed to actually look at her flowers. So here, this is what we didn't see. And now we see clues.
Yes. Time to touch the flowers.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses.
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. Well, whoops.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so.
There's a cactus.
I merely sell them.
Cactus pens.
The pot is cracked.
Is it cracked? Sorry. This one's cracked as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah, the cactus pot.
Yeah.
Poor cactus.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Sherlock? Oh.
I wonder how he's doing that.
Yeah,
just
as I said,
holding the pot.
Maybe they're working in tandem, like Walter. I almost said Watson and Sherlock. They're just both like four-handling, like just spinning it,
handing it back and forth.
Yeah, because it's dangerous as well. Because look at those pins; they can get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's definitely a problem.
Damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Have you ever tried to repot a cactus?
No, I have no, thank you.
I have repotted a cactus.
How was that?
Difficult.
Difficult.
Yes. It's a very, very prickly cactus. At least it's not one with those teeny tiny spikes, because I would not know how to begin with those. But it does have more spikes than that one. That one looks easier in comparison than...
That's what I found in my dustbin.
I remember trying to fiddle a little bit with my cactus, and I just kept on pinning myself.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Leave. Observe. Okay, now we can look at her face as well.
Yes, just stare at her.
Wearing makeup for beauty or concealment? Oh. I mean, yeah, maybe she's been dirtied a bit. Mourning brooch, honoring deceased husband. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. There's still more here. Luxury fabric, unusual for work attire.
Okay.
Foot, unusual to have 2 boots.
Well, probably, yeah, clean boots. Fine.
Change shoes upon arrival.
Oh, because they're not muddy.
Look at the dog.
Cute dog.
The very cute dog.
Wait, what did you
There's
mean
something
about
more in there.
like the brooch?
I didn't know this was a thing.
Morning jewelry.
Yeah.
Never heard of it?
Morning, no.
They also had it with like actually putting stuff like a lock of hair into jewelry and then wearing that. So
I did not know.
used to be a thing. I think I saw a bunch of those things in a museum at some point.
Where we can see if her either is ready to move on or still grieving. So Mrs. Fleming wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her dress is made from an expensive fabric that's not suitable for work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. She must have changed them once she arrived. Her eyes constantly dart around the street, seemingly in search for something. Perhaps she's waiting for someone. While Mrs. Fleming cherishes the memory of her departed husband, she is trying to move on, as suggested by her. Hold on a second. Makeup, a nice outfit. Perhaps she's dressing to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again.
Okay.
That one seemed weird though, that like, in search for something, or so she's waiting for something. Constantly dart around. Okay, still grieving. Uses makeup to hide up her tear-stained cheeks. That's weird too.
Like, you could just wash your face.
Yeah. It was like you just
If you
make
have
up every
tear
time you
tracks,
cry.
like,
Yeah.
it's not like tear tracks don't wash off.
No.
And if you cry while wearing makeup, I'm pretty sure they didn't have super waterproof makeup back then. So,
Yeah.
it doesn't really combine that well.
Doesn't make sense. Maybe tears back in the day were just like, it was like makeup on its own. It just didn't wash away. So you have to make up over.
Yeah.
So the tears fall off your cheeks. Like wax. I'm making this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dressing super fancy and changing her shoes because she's sad.
Her dress is made from an expensive fabric that is not suitable for outside work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. She must have changed it. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I am so sad I'll take a pair of spare shoes along and change them when I get there.
But I get that. But that's more like I have to work. This is my work attire. I have to change. That's different.
I guess, but
yeah,
it just doesn't really fit with the like.
No.
Still grieving because of this list.
That's true. That doesn't make sense, no. But like, since she's working to sell flowers, and she mentioned that maybe I should sell flowers someplace else. That she, While she has to bury her grief by dressing extravagantly, she still wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her gaze, always staring off into the distance, reveals her emotional detachment. So that's another twist on it. Taken as a whole, one must conclude that Mrs. Fleming is still reeling from her tragic loss. I don't know.
I'd say ready to move on.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's the gist we're getting from her.
Yeah.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No,
Yeah.
but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Provide evidence? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll provide... No.
Okay.
I guess I need to provide more evidence or whatever. No? There it is. Oh, okay. Cactus! So this is a different one again. The vase or no? What do you think?
I mean, evidence for what?
Yeah, exactly. Evidence for what?
Evidence that, like, she looks nice today? Or evidence that...
I'm sure you're asking the right person. I'm just a flower seller.
One of these things is not like the other.
What am I doing?
Asking about the cactus.
Come again?
Yeah.
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a dole to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
That's me providing the evidence.
Tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Okay, so we could just provide different things to get more information about it.
So, someone else left the cactus there?
Potentially. Fleming claims she doesn't know how the cactus appeared on the display. She went for a break and then she came back. So that means she's trying to hide it or something. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. Mr. Barnes' character portraits?
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
Good answer.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course. But we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog. And most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy.
Oh, yeah.
So we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
Mycroft's thingy. Examination of the flower seller's stand reveals that she specializes in roses of various colors. Maybe just, I
I'm
guess.
afraid I can't help with that, Mr.
No, you don't
Holmes.
know anything about flowers, do you?
Well, like, it's just, you specialize in roses.
Yeah.
The most you can say is yes.
Yeah, but that which is interesting. I can't help you with that. It
Yeah.
reminds me of a game where I played a while ago. You might have even seen the clip if you watch my streams, but I just like an old game where a dude, his only work is a farmer. And you can ask him about anything. And I asked him about farming. He says, I don't know anything about farming. That's very limited to me. I was like, excuse me? You said the only thing you care about is farming.
Yeah, I know the clip.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, the dead flowers on display could be interesting to her. So it could be like, why is he doing it?
Sure.
Right?
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
True.
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
Okay.
Oh. So she is interested
Have
in
a
him.
look at my flowers. They will not bite.
Yeah, we kind of
unless you
tickled
touch
it a little
their
bit.
thorns.
Yeah, but she basically just confirmed it to
Yeah.
us
Have a look at my flowers.
by going,
They will
I
not bite
hope they're for
unless you
me.
touch their thorns.
Yeah.
Like,
Even though they were ugly,
yeah.
it was about him.
Yeah.
Mr. Barnes, you've killed Dr. Watson. Huh? What? Which crime are you solving?
It just seemed
Answers it
comparatively
Didn't you once tell me
bold
that
to
answers usually lie in plain sight?
the other stuff she was saying. Like, yeah, barely even talk to him. Only ever see him at the dog park. I hope those flowers are for me. Like,
Yeah, exactly. That's like you've been thinking about it, like
yeah.
a little bit extra, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite.
But that I
unless you
couldn't
touch their
talk to her
thorns.
anymore now, so
Have a look at my flowers. They
We
will
should
not
be
bite
okay here.
Unless you touch their thorns.
But now we know kind of what to do. We just gotta look for more stuff around and try to find more dirt on either or. So we'll use our button of investigation to figure that out.
Yeah. But the way
Button of
she
inf-
explained how the cactus got onto her stand, it kind of reminded me of Little Shop of Horrors. The way they explain how Audrey 2 just happened to be at the flower stand. Just
Oh.
there was a total eclipse of the sun, and then suddenly it just appears at the flower stand. Wasn't there before, then it's just there. Yeah.
As
So,
happens with those.
Yes.
I haven't watched Little... Well, Rick... That's not Little Shop of Horrors. Is that Rick Moranis, like, movie? Or is
Yeah, I
that,
think
like,
so.
the...
Yeah, I think that's
yeah.
his name.
I haven't watched the whole movie. I just saw clips of it. I really want to watch it.
It's a fun one. I'd recommend it.
I've heard so. But,
But yeah,
No.
either way, it just reminded me of it. It's
Yeah.
at the start of the movie, and yeah. So, no major spoilers. It's just
oh yeah, no, I wasn't gonna blast you. Let's
yeah,
go
it's
home
still,
into our
like,
table of mystery.
the odd plant out, and appearing
Get the
under
Strand.
mysterious
Get your copy of
circumstances.
the Strand here.
So I
Earlier
just
the
feel
other
some
day when I was
parallels
delivering
there.
papers, I heard noises from your apartment. It sounded like the doctor was yelling in his sleep.
Were you yelling?
Didn't you once tell me that answers
You
usually
stop
lie in
saying
plain
that.
sight?
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
We had some evidence up. Oh, that's probably because we can do the. We can probably do.
Mind palace?
Yes, exactly.
Eh. Oh. So many menus.
Yeah, there's a lot. Just ignore. Just only focus on the hats.
Okay. So, roses for sale?
We can check
Maybe?
this. So this is. Why is this blue and red, green? Wait, that's weird. Oh, we've connected this. Well, we haven't
Yeah.
decided this one. Okay, so
Yeah.
there it is. So Mrs. Fleming on Barnes. Why is Barnes acting so strangely? That was... They do see each other. Catching this eye. Maybe he's acting strangely because of she kind of likes her?
Yeah. Possible.
Dead flowers on display. This kind of connects to each other, I guess.
Sure, and for the blue one, the roses for sale. Possibly.
A cactus and cracked pots are... Because of this, she's special in roses of various colors. I mean,
yeah, but
connects why he has
in this
them.
one, like, it seems like we're connecting why he's acting so strangely, and the answer is because he's got a crush on her.
Yeah. But the roses are for sale, this just seems just,
Well,
like, random and open.
Him showing off the dead flowers, going, hey, I need new flowers.
Oh, yeah. Please visit me and fix my flowers. I suck.
I mean...
Alright,
maybe.
we'll try it.
No, okay.
Oh, it was
But
correct with Mrs. Fleming, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me try this one.
Yes, it's probably cactus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mrs. Barnes is in love with Mrs. Fleming. Now, ride me through the... Go ahead, narrate us by
Barnes displays a bouquet of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mrs. Fleming, a florist. May hope she'll come to his shop and give him watering advice, or it could simply be a symbol of his desperation. Still think that connects more to her selling roses and going, hey, I need new flowers.
I agree.
But
I agree. Like, the one we picked out doesn't actually make that much sense either, but it was just so... It was so random.
Yeah.
She sells flowers. It was just like... It was so general.
yeah, but she does sell flowers.
True, but yeah.
Oh, fine, he gifted the cactus.
Yeah, he put it there.
Fine. I just didn't understand that it was supposed to be a gift. I mean, if you
it's
put it
kinda
on
weird.
her display, it just seems like a weird gift. Anyway.
But it's still a weird plot because he gifted the cactus, but it might also be to hide evidence.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's part of the plot to be confusing because that makes the plot thickened. Like a juice.
Yeah.
No, not like a juice. I don't want my juice to be thick. I want my sauce to be thick.
So Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he offered from the color on his ordered from the color on his counter. Okay. Questionable choice, but for Barnes a symbol of his eternal love. Right. It did say stuff about the eternal love situation on the flyer.
That was the love part,
Yeah. So, the comment I made about, like, it being a bit weird to order a cactus from that and then using it as a murder weapon, yeah, he wasn't. So, yeah, catalog presents cacti as immortal. They're probably not, but,
No, but, you know.
yeah. Plainly, this is the
Love.
same cactus he dropped on the strand outside. Now to hear the full story.
That's like saying love is forever. No, when you die, it's over. That's just like when you put it like that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, plants generally don't live forever.
And humans never love forever either.
So, it seems it just wasn't a murder plot at all.
Perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
But before we change, we need to change outfit.
Yes.
This is the night different. What do you think? Classic? Or
Top hat.
top hat? Off with the glasses. Classical side, yes. Bold, the good old British. Maybe we should have the mustache. Oh, no, we can't have both. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. I will have to
Maybe
take this
the
one.
slightly wispy beard.
This one?
That one.
Ugh, look at how ugly it is.
Yeah, the texture in that one is...
Picture's horrible. Have to be... He's gonna go casual for a little bit. There we go. Seems like a hobo we picked up.
He's ready for a nap.
He looks like he's like, oh, please, senor, can I just wait a little bit, huh? Why is my hair weird in the back? It's fine. Look at how, yeah, everything's leather.
Yep. I mean, it's probably wet because, you know, it's raining.
It's wet, but it looks like wet leather, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the texture does look...
A bit weird. But yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, fabric can look like that.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand
But-
here.
It feels like it doesn't move like it's that level of soaked.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then it wouldn't really move like that. It would just stick to itself. Like if you're trying to hand wash a t-shirt and then try and wring it out, but you don't do a
Yeah.
good job, it's just gonna stick to itself.
Yeah, true. Are you gonna ruin the print if you have it on as well? I did that with one of my shirts. That's how I learned to also wring better. Because I kind of do that with my clothes. I washed manually. I've had one print, and I didn't really dry it enough, and I wrung it, and because it was kind of wet in the middle, and also the print was bad, to be fair. So it was a shitty print as well. But yeah. And sometimes you get a t-shirts with like not like the kind of like what would it be called? Just like plastered on print instead of like made with it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just when it just feels like basically usually you have the print but it kind of meshes with
Yeah.
the t-shirt. But when you like feel it just a different material like and
Yeah.
then just you feel a bit more plasticky,
Yeah.
then you know you got your shitty print.
Yeah, I've got one like that that's, like, the print feels so separate that it kind of has crinkles in it. And it's always been like that.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's, it's so bad. I've
Yeah.
thrown away those shirts and they just became bad and, horrible.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
Why are you hiding then?
My paper was ruined or Mr. Fleming's new cactus. What do you want to ask first?
Obviously the paper, because that's the
Yeah.
one thing we're obsessed with.
Yes.
I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Doesn't even say anything.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You
dropping
place
it.
flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
Oh, maybe he just
Barnes,
had the
it's
flowers to
Dr.
show he
Watson.
likes flowers.
Rest assured, we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
Now this is the band that I like.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive.
Just get
Your
the paper!
clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
He's rubbing it in, man.
It's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
I know
Wow.
what to do.
Let's go.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course.
If he handles it well, yeah.
I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Yeah, we
Well,
we
naturally.
put it on the floor.
I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
I Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
There it is. Saltpeter explosion rocks docks. Locals at the Port of London had a rude awakening last night, with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskva had docked at Pier N3 in the early evening, en route to Europe, when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The port authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have a full account of what transpired. What are we solving? Apparently that.
Come,
Yeah,
Dr. Watson.
apparently.
Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Yes. Good news indeed.
let me know if there's any way I can make it up to you. Tell you what, tomorrow's edition of The Strand is on me.
Eye contact. Look at me in the eye.
Nope.
Don't be afraid.
Nope.
I see you have your paper right here. This is what I think about your paper, you weird book-selling guy. Yeah, take that. Yes. Yeah, I don't like you anymore with this paper. You know what? I'll feed it to the dog. Come here, doggy. Do you like paper? Oh, it stopped working. No, it isn't. Okay, that's fine. Watson, Hobo, we're going.
He's just in his PJs. Leave him alone.
Yeah, he just... Yeah,
He just didn't sleep well.
That was
Yeah.
an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No? Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Let's go. Oh, he even points. Can I push?
Nice. Nope.
No.
Rude.
Yeah. He's just keep on pointing. Maybe he can point to my nose. Ah! Wait, hold on. No,
Speaking
hold on,
of noses, I don't think Sherlock's nose is hawk-like enough. He's got a very young-looking face.
Very.
Doesn't really feel
Touch
like
me.
how they usually describe Sherlock.
Oh, I'm not sure how they do it, but yeah.
Well, he's not really described as, like, attractive looking or anything. Basically, just, like, a very long, hawk-like nose and, like, icy blue eyes
I
are the
see.
main descriptors. And he looks a bit young, I'd say.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. They're going
Not
for
much
the
further
cool
now.
style one. There's like a young adult.
Yeah.
Maybe if you choose, imagine if you choose a difficulty, like, I don't know if you can change mid through.
Oh,
No.
maybe the difficulty to changing his
He turns into an old man. Well, what you have to do to solve it is to always look at the eyes of the criminal. But now
That
we got
would
the
be
cool
fun, though.
guy. With a very stupid fun, yeah. Everybody's smoking and looking blankly at people. Oh, I can actually stare. We have a button, look.
A button to stare at things.
We have a staring
Yes.
button.
Nice.
He's scared of it, dude. He immediately walked away. He knows when I go into my gaze mode.
The staring button makes everything very foggy.
That's very gaze-like.
Like, if you look into the street and press the gaze button.
Oh yeah, it's Silent
super
Hill
foggy.
now. We're playing Silent Hill. That's cool. You haven't played. I think it's fun. I think neither one of us has played Silent Hill or Resident Evil.
Yeah.
It's not often you get two other people that haven't done any of them. I've seen a lot of Resident Evil though, and some Silent Hill, but never played them.
I've like seen.
You're gonna love it. It's
tiny bit
it's
of
a lot of
Resident Evil.
a lot of tank controls. You love that.
Yeah, yeah, those are my favorite.
Wait, where was Stanwick's Manor? I think it was
Stenwick
here.
is just down the street from
Yep.
Barnes's bookshop.
Yeah, I
Down the
know,
street.
but
So
I need to see the buttons. Because it said Stanwick's Manor when we got here. And then I don't know what happened anymore.
wait, where did it say that? Like on a house?
No, when we came here, it just showed up in the middle of the screen. Stanwick's Manor. Oh, here.
Yeah, that one.
This is obvious, actually.
That doesn't feel down the street. That like opposite side of the street.
Yeah, but...
Down the street just makes it sound like it's, you know,
Is
further
this
down the
lousy
street.
attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything.
He's got the
about
same beard as
killing
me.
me, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. It's
Ruffles?
my superiors who made
Oh.
this decision, sir.
I mean, it's interesting that guy is going, oh, I'm consulting a detective. I know exactly what that is, as if Sherlock didn't make that job up.
Oh, yeah.
Because he invented that job. And that guy went, yeah, I'm finally a professional.
Well, he did ask, like, Watson, he talked
Yeah.
to him, and, like, then
Yeah.
he would know about that. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
But it's like when people, let's say alternative people or something, when they're looking for a specific answer, and all the people that are professionals in their field like, that doesn't work. And when somebody else proposes a different solution, so you're basically accepting anything else from a different field because you know this doesn't work for you. You hate
No.
people saying this all the time. It's like, finally, someone that understands me.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
All right. That was the person in the back there.
Yep. Maybe that was Watson leaving.
Watson's just like done. Okay, so now you met each other. Watson will meet Sherlock. Sherlock meets Stenwick. Stenwick, Sherlock. I'll be going to the Gypsy Festival now.
Tell me about.
I'm all dressed up.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen. And as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
When did you
Yeah,
last see
look
your
at
servant?
it was in the
Kimmy
background
here
again.
normally brings me the morning papers.
Just shows up in the
yesterday
corner.
I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
Let's see if it shows up again. Yeah,
Yep.
there it goes. Yeah.
Maybe he's looking for a snack.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
Yeah.
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you
I
search
smell
the
a
room?
Snickers.
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Watson? Yes?
Is there any reason Kimahia?
It looks like he's holding a microphone.
Possibly not. He had all he could have wanted. gainful employment,
Is there any reason he would walk
new
away?
clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Watson? Yes? Found anything? No!
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly.
Oh, he's
The
just
man
holding
seemed
it like this,
terrified of the
okay.
city. I think it was
Now
all
Watson
the
is there.
noise. He never left this estate.
He found his
Should he
Snickers.
cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Nope, he needs a new one. He already ate his previous Snickers.
They're so good. I just need more. I can't stop.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Yes. Good. Keep negative.
Yeah.
Did his shirt change? Was it darker?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why are you still here?
Because
Watson, did you find your snacks? Oh, he's hiding it behind his back. He's
Yep.
like, no, I didn't find anything. What's behind your back? What's behind your back? No, nothing.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
It's a weird stance.
I mean, some people stand like that.
Some people, yeah. I guess more limber people could have
Well-
a resting pose like that.
Yeah, like
That
I
wouldn't
can,
be a resting pose for me. That would be like a... Oh, yeah, that's a strain for me.
Yeah, for me that's not a problem.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I can shake my own hand behind my back, having like one arm at the top and one arm on the other. So like the
Okay.
across your back handshake thing. I don't
Yeah,
show it
no.
off because it's not actually that great of an idea for my shoulders. Because yeah,
Okay.
they're not supposed to work like that.
They're not supposed to go backwards, no.
Yeah, yeah. But yes, it's just a thing when, you know, you're a bit too bendy.
A bit too bendy, indeed.
Yeah, gotta watch out for your joints.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I've been, I need to stretch. I'm like, naturally, I mean, I'm a man, older man that doesn't do athletics on a regular basis. Every one of us just gets very tight and all the muscles kind of, you know, you have to stretch that. But
I
it's
like
kinda
the
dangerous.
description of I'm an older man.
I'm an older man. I just remember every older man that I know that doesn't do a lot of like any athletic things by nature. We're all just like, yeah, how can you bend? I don't know. I can bend over, but everything breaks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the thing that I don't like about it, which is scary, is that I know that I should stretch more, because if I do have some sort of small accident where I fall or stretch or need to like immediately recover somehow, I'm much more likely to get some injury, like muscle injury, because of that. Because when you're more limber, you're kind of like, oh, jello at the floor, and you try to not get too many scratches. But now it's like as if I would like do the splits, I'm dying. Like something would happen, something bad would happen in the legs and everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, unexpectedly doing the splits, I don't think anyone has
No,
a
but
comfortable time doing that, even if you're very bendy.
Yeah,
'cause-
but you know, like I can't even do 90 degrees. It's just like it's the worst.
I can't even walk.
I can barely walk. Oh,
My
we got
legs are
green
just stuck
things now.
together.
We got a knee print hiding.
Looks like a knee print.
That was our super view. Because it was a right button, so it kept like popping up randomness. Knee print. We can take it off now.
Chewing tobacco.
Ah, my favorite.
Ew.
At least when coupled with marble statues.
Yeah, always spit your chewing tobacco onto a marble statue. That's classy.
It's the best combination.
A shoe print.
Footprints.
roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a
Handprints.
workman's boots. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing,
Yeah,
Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
We can use imagination to reconstruct the past. Yeah, we did that. Oh. We have one imagination. How do I use my imagination? Previous. Next.
Just snap
Oh,
at
I
it.
see.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, that was weird. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to press next,
So-
but we have no next previous. We only have one imagination.
Okay.
So we need to find another imagination,
Yep.
apparently.
Seems we're low on imagination.
Is this a different one? No.
Yeah, it's the same one, I think.
That's just the same imagination, okay. We need to imagine more things.
Yeah, maybe we need to examine more things.
Yeah. Concentration helps you pick up smaller details about the world around you. When you see a wavy green circle, press right button to observe the object more closely. Don't forget to pin the relevant evidence. Ah. New mechanic.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Just a weird
Okay.
one.
Fine.
To pin the relevant evidence, some clues won't be visible. Oh, I see. So that's why we pin. Some clues won't be visible without it. Interesting. So I'm pinning this one. Clues in Stenwick's garden. I don't know. Can only pin one at the same time. Where's your... I know you have a Snickers bar somewhere.
No, he's looking for a new one.
He's not gonna find it over
This
there.
lock is quite unusual. It appears that
I know.
the key
Interesting.
should be bent to the right.
Castle design on it.
Yeah, that's true. Kinda cool. Oh. Imagination.
Yeah. Please.
Unusual form. Bend to the left. Key print. Missing. Can I... that was still just no extra imagination. Can you talk louder, please?
Maybe he was whispering to Snickers bar.
Scrap of Hessian.
I will eat you soon, but let me tell you some clues of what Sherlock's missing.
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Hand.
Just looking at his hands.
What is this?
Where did this come from?
Sherlock, you should be home. You shouldn't be solving crimes right now.
Is this a tannin, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Either way, it's giving me
Oh god! Now he's suddenly here.
He teleports, so no.
Yeah. Jesus.
No air coming through it.
A bone.
Dog bone.
Button chops. The remains of a meal.
Not a dog bone.
The ashes are long since cold.
The ashes, remains of a meal.
Dog bone as in part of a dog skeleton or as in a dog's chew toy?
I don't know. Look, we found a dung pie. Oh.
Heavy
Yum.
chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Yeah. The arsenic
I'll
again.
never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan.
Ah.
That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
I see.
Okay.
So stop looking at your hand like that. What is this obsession with that?
He's just really fascinated by his hand.
Imagine using the drugs. Snap. Yes.
Okay.
No air coming through it.
But there's 2 images to this one, there's 3 images to the previous one. Maybe we're also pinning the wrong thing. Clues in Stenwick. But that was something else here, but now they're gone. Dude, Watson, please. You're not... No, you're not the limelight right now.
Am I in the way? No? Good.
Does my shirt look right?
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Okay. Instrument?
I guess. Yeah, Maori style.
A Maori nose flute.
Nose flute.
They're called.
Ngurus. Or Nurus, I guess. That name is always so, like when they have the NG, the Nwen. NG. Nwen. Instead. It's a weird way to pronounce it. International stuff is funny.
Yes.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, it's... yeah. You know those fidget toy thingies where you've got like the bed of pins and you can...
Yeah. That was such a stupid thing because everybody loved to make their face imprints in them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we realized how, like, imagine how much bacteria is on this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really clean those.
No. And after we kind of realized that, it just didn't... It wasn't as fun anymore.
Yeah.
What's... oh, here. No, wait, no. Where can I walk? I got a railroad track, and it doesn't lead anywhere.
Well, there's probably
I need
something
yellow.
somewhere.
I will look into my imaginary goggles.
Yes, those clearly help.
No, it didn't work. What? Sherlock! Can I look more into this one?
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
There's 1 out of 2. I can't zoom up higher. And I thought this one, but yeah, okay, it was this one. I just had to go.
Just need to aim better.
Yeah, I tried to check here, but it didn't work, so I needed to just go more to the side and aim.
Yeah.
There we go. Ah, look at me.
Yes.
It's a looking glass.
It is
Small
appear to
navy
be.
spyglass.
I'll take it. Alright. Look, I can see.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, look at the vision. Look at the vision, it's fun. Make something out. There it is. Ah! An argument.
Wait, so he tripped that way. How did his
Over
face
the
end up?
box. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Like,
Well.
does he spin as he falls like a cat? Because spinning that far is kind of impressive.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe there's some other idea to this.
Yeah. But, like, falling over backwards and landing on your face, that's some talent.
Try to remain courteous.
Okay.
Sniff it.
It feels like we already are.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Plug the chimney.
Oh. So,
He might have gone crazy from the smoke or something. Well, this wasn't him.
Well, it seems unlikely that it was him.
No, yeah, this could be.
It sounds like a murder
Danger.
attempt, and
Yeah.
him then running off afterwards.
Trying to get away, yeah.
Disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it.
But that was it for this one. We just have one stage of every one of these. So there's 3 of them, right? This, and this. We can't
No
do
air
next.
coming through it.
That's why there's no air coming through it, because it was splupped.
Yeah.
It was splupped. Bum, bum, bum. I guess we're just gonna roam a little bit, maybe present some things to... Oh, maybe we can do our mind palace.
Yes.
Kimia's trail lead. So there's 2 of these, and then there's 1 of the observations.
Oh boy.
There's a couple of them, but there's there's 2 of these, and we just have 4.
Yeah.
So
So
we probably need more, but we'll see. So we got this already, like the old ones, Mrs. Fleming and
yeah,
this, so we don't need
but
that.
it could be that they tie into stuff later.
Oh yeah, probably. You have to like remember, like that's the fun part. Like, oh yeah, but then this person, cloth in the chimney. This is an obvious thing, right? This is like very. This is just not something that happens. But then again, we can't tie this into anything that makes sense over here.
Maybe the chewing tobacco remnants in the spyglass?
Yeah.
So,
we'll try.
like, someone trying to murder him, and then the response
Why would
being...
it be in his shack, though? Yeah. Why would it be in his shack, though?
Which part? The spyglass?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he might be the one trying to now spy on the other guy, because now he doesn't trust him, because...
True.
I don't know.
Well, we'll see anyway, because if the cloth in the chimney is correct, it'll just remain there, right?
Yeah. Nope.
No.
None of it. Alright.
Okay, let's screw
Fine.
that part then. Let's wait. I mean, it's a big one if you look at it. Like, look at
Yeah.
how big the eye is.
Yeah.
This looks like a bigger case to solve. Mm-hmm. But Mr. Barnes is in love with Mrs. Fleming.
Mm-hmm.
We should go back and mock him a little bit. Oh, look, another thing that's like bolted to the floor.
Yeah, but bolted in a weird way. It's kind of like...
Yeah, it's all in the middle.
Yeah, but in a way
Everything
where it can still swivel.
Yeah, everything has one anchor point, basically.
Yeah.
Except for newspaper.
Yeah, but there is a joint on there.
Yeah, exactly. There's one attachment. Like just like chair had one of the legs
This disappearance
attached.
is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Very interesting. Stenwick, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, maybe we can ask him questions
Maybe.
about the evidence he found. Like we did with the flower lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him again now. Who's this guy? I don't trust him. He smells of chocolate. Provide evidence. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Okay, cloth in the chimney is pretty clutch.
Yeah.
We'll just raid straight out, go for it.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
I guess we don't do that because it might impede our progress or something. Kimika's shack. Crushed crates and piece of sackcloth. Yeah.
Are you joking? Why would I know this?
Why would I know this? Well, do you care anything?
Spyglass?
No, we're just gonna do anything.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahia's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Okay.
The clothes, and because you had to provide him clothes, right?
Yeah.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahere's?
Yes, I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Yeah, you can see his shirt is way more tanned in the view there than it is when we go out of this view. That's why I was surprised. A lock.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Do you mean his suit jacket or his actual shirt?
No, his suit jacket. You'll see it soon.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can see how tanned that is,
Yeah.
and when we're out of this one, you'll see.
Yeah.
I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
I don't care. I'm just gonna.
Do you happen to know Kimahere's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Has Kimahere ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahere's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Look. Look at his jacket.
Yeah.
That is quite more white than we saw in the cutscene there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we provided a bunch of evidence and we got smarter. Does that mean we also got smarter in here? No. Not really. Well, we have the shack, which we can provide stuff to. Kimmy, he has shack. Spyglass, but those were wrong, both of them, right? So
Yeah.
we need more.
But I mean, we made progress. So there's that.
Yes. There's progress. Should we end the progress at progress?
Yes, I do think we should end the progress at progress.
Not go ahead of ourselves here.
Wouldn't want
All
to
right.
end the progress without progress.
No, that would be weird. Snickers man, we're leaving now. Oh, he almost fell. Did you see that? He almost fell from the ground. What was that?
Maybe
Did
he
you
was
see?
just doing a curtsy.
Yeah, no. There's something wrong here with the floor, so he was like almost falling through it. So let's see if I can try it again. But
Oh, Watson.
yeah, he's getting pushed around a bit. That was funny. Yeah, whatever. There's definitely some jumpy glitches here. I can tell you. So,
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
Poor Watson.
Good stuff. Yeah, but you know, he's not even like he doesn't even want to be here. You can see why way he's dressed. Why do I have he does not.
He's not dressed for the weather.
He seems so innocent. He just seems like a guy we picked up. Hey, you come with me and solve some murders.
I mean, he looks like he only just came out of his house and like, was answering the door, and we just pulled him along on an adventure.
Exactly. Come with me. What are we doing? Finding my newspaper. Now. Yeah, okay. That was fun. We might continue the adventure and figure out the mystery or something. We'll see. But anyways, this was a good checkout for so far. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been interesting stuff out. The system with like collecting the clues, asking about the clues, and then the mind palace thing. It's tricky.
Yeah.
Also, the
It's-
imagination parts.
It's a bit clunky, I would say. But the thing is, it seems to allow for casual play a lot, which is fine, because if the gameplay is clunky, but on the other hand, you just do everything and then things solve itself, then it's kind of like the game will resolve. The game will
Yeah.
resolve. But it doesn't seem to be that fun to play on hard difficulty. Because at that point, you need the game to really speak to the player, right?
Yeah.
You need to like really try to like be able to, let me see this and this. So I guess it would be good as a second playthrough, but why would you do this a second time when the mystery is solved and already in the toboggan? So
maybe just to show off.
yeah, like I never played this before. Look at me. Look, smell my flowers. Date me, please. Thank you, though. Okay, so goodbye. Any departure words?
Hope Watson finds a place to buy Snickers so he doesn't have to pick it up off the floor.
No.
Okay.
He has taken way too many. He doesn't deserve to find the fresh one at this point. He didn't even listen to the dialogue. Okay, stupid. Wave.
Bye.
Bye.